Megavanan, everybody, and welcome to the stream. My name is Talisia. There you are, and here I am. And today, on MMOnday, we are doing Lord of the Rings Online. Now, currently we're at Minas Tirith. This is day 4 or day 5 of Minas Tirith. And we're getting ready for the Battle of Pelenor Fields and beyond. So we're going to go ahead and get back into game and get things going. Now, I've also been playing a lot of EverQuest Legends. I've done a couple of streams for it, and I'm starting to put together my thoughts for just a quick video on how I think EverQuest Legends is. Spoiler alert, I think it's good. Some issues, but I think it's good. I've been having a lot of fun with some of my EverQuest Legends streams, and I'm doing something different. Everybody has their different dungeons they've been with. I know a lot of streamers have been doing Befallen. I know some have been doing Nagina. I know some have been doing Blackburrow. I'm avoiding all of those places. I'm going my own route, and I'll tell you more about that when I get the video ready. But today, we are currently in Minas Tirith. We are getting ready for the Battle of Pelenor Fields. There are some store sales. Currently, we are in the last week of the summer sales. There's a huge discount on Legacy of Morgoth, Corsairs of Umbar, Fate of Gundabad, War of the Three Peaks, Minas Morgul. That's through the 9th. There's the last chance to get off the Deep Places Memoir Pack. Pre-order items from the launch of the Mines of Moria and Rise of Isengard, which I'm actually thinking about picking up. I haven't done it yet. There's also Accelerate Your Adventure, 30% off Valar packs and Valar boosts. And today, the coupon, which I definitely want to do real quick, is, the coupon code is Last Hurrah, which affords you a black steel key. Oh, the Plays Memoir Pack is only $7.96. We'll get that. We'll just get that real quick. Buy item. There we go. I'm not going to get the legendary one. I just got the basic one. So let's open it up and see what's in it. Oh, Deep Places Memoir Cokes and Deep Places Memoir Pack character items. Okay, we'll open them up later then. We'll put them in shared storage for now. Put them in the main. I will hold on to that black steel key. And every day is a Hobbit's birthday, but we are the fortunate ones to get the presents. And today, looks like we get not only a silver, but a gold. So let's see what we get. For our silver present, 100 Virtue XP and Atonement Defense. And for our gold, 400 Virtue XP and 3 Enhanced XP supplies. We'll go ahead and use those real quick. Move my Fidelity trait up to level 51. And we'll go to the buffs and add those to it. Now, I need to get a hold of Ingold, and I think he's out here. Excuse me. That was a quest I was trying to complete last session, but I had some issues, and I have not been much in-game recently. So, yeah, it says he's right there. You see, which quest is it? Delaying the siege. Yeah, he's out by the North Gate. So let's go ahead and try to see if we can complete a couple of those quests that I've spoken to him about. And the easiest way for me to do that is just to go ahead and take a mounted horse. It'll be a lot faster.
These are troublesome times indeed.
We'll go ahead and head over there real quick. But I hope everyone is doing well. We had an interesting 4th of July around here. Basically felt like I was in a war zone for several hours last night and the night before. I didn't sleep a whole lot, so I'm a little tired today. Hopefully you'll understand why. But people were definitely celebrating the 4th of July in my neighborhood. So, and there's Ingold. Now we can talk to him. And I got 3 quests I can turn in. First one, delaying the siege.
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
You have done much to assist me at the North Gate. I thank you for your efforts. And it looks like we can get some agility earrings. We'll get a tracery. We'll get 2 essences. That put me up to level 105, which maxed me out. The beacons of Minas Tirith. The beacons burn. Gondor calls for help. And Rohan will answer. Let the show of arms begin. Spears shall shatter. Spears shall shatter. Shield shall shatter. A sword day. Blood day. Before the sun rises. Ride now. Ride to the destruction and the end of the world. Death. A quote from Theoden. That's because at 105, things change once we get another level. Now, I'm curious, did I get a increase in... Was 105? No, 106 is my next... 106 is my next breakpoint. Did I get a new skirmish? I did get a new deed. Adventure to level 105. I get an account-wide Black Gate portrait frame. The Black Gate, a title of Waste Not, and 1,000 Virtue XP. And I picked up a new remote quest. Introduction to the Wastes. The Camp of the Host. You've been summoned by Damrod to the Camp of the Host in northern Illithid, where he hopes that you will be able to assist the Rangers of Illithid in their tasks. But let's see here. I also got a level 86 tracery, which we'll go ahead and burn real quick. And what essences did I get? I got Essence of Vitality and Essence of Agility. Okay. Well, maybe we can make a half-decent one out of that. So we'll work on that one a little later. I have a bunch of gears you can see that I can go ahead and put essences in that I haven't as of yet. I've been kind of holding off a little bit. So let's turn in the next quest. The Decimation of the Land.
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
You've returned and you've defeated the captain. Ah, good. War is inevitable, but what we have accomplished today may turn the tides in our favor. That's good. And the vow to Caer Andros. That was a couple of sessions ago when I was helping out a lot of the people that were going on in Talath Aldor, helping out Caer Andros and Kritos.
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Shanchandra, you were gone longer than expected. You say you were able to help establish a Gondorian stronghold in Kritos. That is good news. While Caer Andros may be lost, we still hold a patch of the ground in Talath Nor. Slowly, we will push the enemy back. Perhaps it will be wise for you to return to Minas Tirith. I'm sure there are those in the city who could use your aid. I shall remain here to hold the North Gate for the arrival of the Rohirrim. Good. And he's got a new quest for me as well. But I think these are all repeatable ones. Culling the Tide of Easterlings, these are, I think, all repeatable. Yep, that's a repeatable. The enemies of men approach.
I hope you are prepared.
And that's
we can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late. The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
We will leave the repeatable ones for another day.
These are troublesome times indeed.
So we will head back to Minas Tirith. Hey, Destascardo, good seeing you, my friend. Just to let you know, I'm starting to put together just a short video about my thoughts on the EverQuest Legends pre-order beta. I got a few more combos that I just want to at least try out a little bit before I make my decision. Now, let's see. There was actually quartermaster for the defenders of Minas Tirith. I think there's.
We
some
can
stuff
only
that I
hope
wanna
that
get.
the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Let's see. This is the defenders of Minas Tirith. Well, I'm friend level, so it means I am eligible for some. Consumables, crafting, travels, skills, and pets. So I can pick up the guide to Minas Tirith. We'll go ahead and grab that real quick. That means I can get back and forth to Minas Tirith a lot easier. And let's see, they've got muster, which I don't need. Tome of the Striped Pelenor Pig. Oh, I can also get Return to After Battle. We'll go ahead and grab that while I'm here, too. There we go. The way I have both of those, if I need them. Let me go ahead and get this cleared up. There we go. So we're going to start now and start working on some of the quests around the city. I still have some other quests that I need to finish. Let's see, we can remove that and remove that. But I know that there's a quest series that starts over here at the old guest house. We'll go ahead and start this quest series.
Why, hello there.
Greetings. I am a friend to the Prince of Halflings, and now I've met an elf. Are you a princess by any chance? When you tell him that you are not, he seems crestfallen. A moment later, his face lights up again. All the same, you're a stranger in the city. Will you walk with me? I'll show you things to see, and we can go places I would have shooed you away from were I alone. Here, take this whistle. If we somehow get separated, you'll sound it and I'll come running. Okay. First, let us go look upon the ranks of soldiers by the gate. There have never been so many out and at the ready, as far as I can recall, and I am no small boy. I am 10 years old, and soon I shall be 5 feet tall. Alright, so let's work on a scroll with Bergil. You find a good view of the assembled soldiers. There they are. If only the sun were shining, how fine their gleaming arms and armor would be. Look, there are others over there. Let's go take a look at those too. And we'll head over to the other side of the main gate. You see more soldiers. Why, look at them. Why, were I the enemy, I would throw down my weapons in despair. Ooh, what are those soldiers over there? We should go see. You boy, you don't belong there. Get out of my sight. Skulking urchins, eh, Hannah? Always underfoot. Cross my sight again and you'll earn a bruise to show for it. Uh-oh. That man would not surely do harm to me, would he? I need to talk with Rosarian. Ah, one of the Swan Knights.
When the time comes to fight, we'll be ready.
The knight gives you the slightest of nods to you, and then addresses Bergil. It pains me that even in this darkest hour, we cannot count on each other for common kindness. Yet it is of a soul. Young man, know that he had raised his arm to you, or I would have intervened. I saw clearly this high elf, your companion, was one breath from doing the same. But someone elder and stronger than you cannot always be by your side. I therefore counsel you to look before you step and to learn to judge the character of men before they get within striking range. Look into their eyes. You will know. See that one over there, with so discourteously spoke to you? An unhappy storm is writ upon his face. He may grow to be strong, may even take the trappings of a knight in your time, but a cautious step and keen judgment will guard you from blows that no armor ever can. A cautious step and, what was it, clear judgment? I must commit to those words, for they seem good ones to live by. I am shaking a bit from that mean fellow, though I do not like it, to admit it. Let us look elsewhere, on something more pleasant. See those horses over there? Shall we feed them some apples? Alright, so we'll head into the city stables. Ah, there's an apple crate. And wants me to feed 9 of the horses. Go ahead and feed some horses some apples. Not there. Where are the rest of the horses? There's one. It's not only horses who enjoy a treat now and then. With you along, I might be allowed to enter the foodmonger's market. There's a monger there, Himir, I think he is called, who likes me well enough and might give me something to eat. Bergil's face grows serious. Seems to think for a moment. What that knight said about kindness was also very fine. Perhaps if I ask the right way, Himir will send food to all of their children. Yes, let's go find him. Okay, let's go ask Himir for treats. And we'll mount up on my horse for this one, since we got a little bit of a ride. Don't need to spend all that time. There we go, we're almost there. Ah, there's Himir.
If you're looking to help, there's plenty to do. As you can surely see, we're low on helping hands.
Himir smiles indulgently at Bergil. Sweets not just for you, but also the other children? Well, that is a bold thing to ask. Others would pay good coin for such a parcel of my goods. But who am I fooling? Like as not, I would have given it to you freely. Today, however, I have an errand you may run to earn your treat. This whisk that I use to whip up cream for my pastries has come apart, and is my favorite whisk. Ask you to bring it to Amanel, a tinkerer in the Whites Market, and beg her to set it right. In return, I'll have a bounty of sweets sent over for the whole lot of you. Okay. That sounds good. The White's Market? I wouldn't mind poking my nose in there anyway. This Aminel, she must be awfully clever with her hands. Tinkerers are, you know. And I gotta go all the way to the other side of the city. I want to say that the devs said that when they actually got to Minas Tirith, that the city itself was one of the largest zones that they had ever made in this engine. One of the largest zones and one of the most demanding, with all of the figures moving around, all the plaques and everything else. That when it was originally on the 32-bit servers, that's why this zone was such a pain to navigate through. Looks like 64-bit's finally given it the legs that it needs, but still, it's still not without its issues. But it's definitely a lot better now than it was before. I remember coming here when it was 32-bit, and I was having a lot of problems trying to navigate around the city. And even the anniversary instance, the after battle Minas Tirith, that was still very difficult to navigate around. But even more so because there were more people and there were more plaques and there was more of everything in that zone. Actually, I do want to check with the Forge Maester real quick.
Well met.
Ah. When I dinged, I could go ahead and refocus my weapons. Let's do that real quick. All tracers can be added to level 250 and one new slot on my bow. And one new slot on my sword. So we'll need to work on that later on too. But there's Aminel. We'll go ahead and talk to her.
So many of my friends have left the city.
Well, this is an odd pairing. The Tinker eyes you and Bergil. So, Ohimia's favorite whisk has finally failed him. Oh, go lightly with it, I told him. Oh well. Let me have a look and see what I can do. You come back in a while, and with any luck, I'll have it fixed. Alright, so we'll talk to Bergil. A thought seems to suddenly strike Bergil. Say, when did you get here? Were you upon the Pelenor when Lord Faramir came back to us? I should like to have seen that. Went to the gates with Pippin. That's the prince of the halflings I spoke of. When all the men arrived from Belfalas and Lossenarch and everywhere. Now that was a sight to see, but they only rode in on their horses. That is fine, but it is nothing to a fight. I would like to go into the walls and see what we can. I hear the enemy is within the Ramas headquarters now and would like to dreadfully see how it is. I can hardly imagine it. So it looks like there's a couple of places that he wants to go look at. So let's go ahead and mount up. And honestly, I wouldn't mind taking a quick look at the battle myself. As soon as I figure out how to get up there, of course. No, not here. Here we go. Come on, thank you. Walked the wall south of the gate. Looked out from over the city gates. The wall north of the gate. Orion appears before you, a cruel sneer on his lips. Boys that can't heed the lads and elders need to be taught a lesson. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good.
You won't let our city fall.
And just what are you then? The champion of orphans and wretches? What gives you the right to stand between me, a soldier of Gondor, and that impudent, sniveling little? He makes as if to go past you, and sees the dangerous look in your eye. Oh, is that how it is, huh? You'd strike me, would you? Just to spare desertion, a bit of a thrashing. Just you try it. I'm a soldier trained and hardened, and I'll strike back. I'll strike whatever cheeky boy or foreigner I choose to let them know their place. Now skulk away. If any spine, meet me up in the second circle later between the feasting hall and the tavern. And we'll see who strikes who when it comes to it. Really? You sure you want to mess with me? Let us go. Perhaps Aminel has finished mending that whisk. Yeah, I'll see you later. Don't you worry about that. I also still need to pick up 3 more opportunistic thieves. Let me go ahead and throw that up, see if we're close to any of them. Nope, they're up on the higher circles. There's none here in the lower tier. Well, there's one, but I think that's actually... Yep. That means the whisk is ready. So let's go ahead and pick up the whisk. Hey, Poteen, how you doing, my friend? How are your streams going? You've been doing some EverQuest Legends too, right? See, we'll go ahead and pick up this whisk from Aminel the Tinkerer, and we'll turn it in.
So many of my friends have left the city.
Aminel greets you and Bergil with a low sigh. I'm sorry, the whisk is not mended, nor shall it be, for it is beyond repair. Ymir should not have gone so hard on so delicate a tool, and I have told him so. But nor will I send you to bear this ill tiding for me. Some things must be faced bravely. A knight cannot send someone in his stead to face the foe, nor can he shirk his duty and let innocents come to harm. Go now. Somehow I think Hymir will send some sweets to your friends all the same. She speaks nearly as well as the Swan Knight. Some things must be faced bravely. You know what I think? I think that you must face that swaggering soldier, Oriat. Surely you are a match for him, and surely you can cow him and make him relent. Please, Shintantra, he will not leave us children alone until someone stops him. Oh, and how I would love to see you stand him on his head. You know what? I think I will. It looks like he's up on the second circle. And it looks like the way up is right over here, so we'll go ahead and head up there on our own. And there it is. And yes, I know I still need to do all of these plaques. I've been too busy playing EverQuest Legends. I haven't had a chance to log much into Lord of the Rings lately. Been having fun. I will admit, it is fun. It's been nice going back and reliving some memories. I used to be a raiding cleric in my guild in EverQuest. And we did a lot of Temple of Ishan stuff. And oh, lots of fun raids. Alright, so where is it? There he is. Oriat stands waiting for you, but he is not alone. Well, look here, boys.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
Got a spine in them after all, have we? I'd reckon there was a chance you might. So I made sure I had some friends at hand. Why should I chance a wound for a soddy likes of you? You notice the Swan Knight Rosarian standing by, watching you. Ah, he was not happy.
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
You showed bravery just now, both of you. Sometimes you rush into a fight that might be averted. Other times we do what must be done, even though the consequences of our acts bring us no good fortune. You must ask yourself what you have chosen. But regardless of what lesson you draw, you will live with the result. You have won yourself the freedom in the first circle, but neither of you know any other children should venture up here anymore. Oriat will surely do you harm. I read that plainly in his eyes. Not venture into the second circle? I suppose we dare not, lest Oriat finds us. Oh, my friend, what have we done? Somehow I thought for sure if you only bested Oriat, he would never trouble us anymore. But we had better not stay. I shall go back to the old guest house now. I must think and talk with the other children. Will you meet me there? Bergil runs off, leaving you to follow him. Alright, so let's go ahead and head back to the old guest house. Looks like I have some other quests up here on the second circle. Let's go ahead and pick them up.
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
A wager in the wind. Ah, what have you here? A hunter, is it? Perhaps you can help us settle this matter. You see, my friend and I cannot come to an agreement. We've argued back and forth, and then forth and back, and I will confess that in a heated moment, Tawaris here has even wagered good Gondorian gold, should he be proven wrong. Come now, you'll hear us out, won't you? Alright. What is this wager you guys were talking about?
When the time comes to fight, we'll be ready.
You see the pier up there? The ship's prow, as some call it. Well, the man told me that the winds race up its face so fiercely you couldn't walk off of it if you tried. You'd be shoved back. Stands to reason, does it not?
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
What a load of fish guts. First off, the winds clearly run along the pier down from the tower and fall to the land below. Winds going up? Doesn't rain fall? Has anyone ever seen rain fly up the pier? No, my friends. Winds go down, not up, so say I. If you can say otherwise. Now, how can we settle this? There's gold in your pockets, Tawaris, that should really be mine. What do you say to this? Our hunter friend here carries a chicken up to the pier's end and tosses it off. If it comes back, you've won. Down it goes. I've won. Tawaris nods in agreement, and the two will look at you expectantly. I'll save you the chore of carrying a hen straight up from the first circle. There's some hens over here in the court of Iarnil, up in the third circle. Go for one of those. And let's go ahead and pick up Dervorian's Coast. Now, he's the heir of Ringlow Vale. We were in Ringlow Vale many sessions ago.
To see this city fall would be a tragedy. But this emptiness is a tragedy all its own.
Greetings, I am Dervin from Ringlow Vale. What brings you to Minas Tirith on the eve of battle? You explain that you're an acquaintance of Mithrandir, and you'll tell Dervin that you've recently passed through Ringlow Vale yourself. You have. You must tell me of your time in the Vale. Come, meet me upon the wall, and we shall talk some more. Well, of course, he wants to hear about Ringlow Vale. I don't blame him for that.
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
I am to be the Lord of Ringlow Vale one day. I do not wish that day to come, as my father Borhardor is a good man. He may be weary in his old age, but my father still has commanding spirit and great judgment of character. Now, tell me of your time in the Vale. You tell Dervin about your adventures with his brother Ervathor and Borhor's renewed spirits after the great darkness caused sadness and fear in all who dwelled in the Vale. Dervin gazes about Mount Mindolin. The mountain range stands tall and majestic over old Anorian.
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
Mount Mindolin is part of the same mountain range that looms over Ringlow Vale. When I look at the mountainside, I often think of my home in Ithring. I'm glad my father is leading the people again. I know how much he wanted to march into Minas Tirith. I feared my leaving would sadden him, since his age and health prevented him from leaving Ithring. But it is good to hear that my brother and you have become friends. He will one day be a great warrior, and I'm sure you helped him immensely. I hope that I will be able to help Ithring by being here. Thank you for your news of Ithring and the Vale. Devorian seems to make his family proud. No, I won't drop off. It'd be a fast way down, but I think it'd be a very deadly way down. Alright, so now I need to go and get a chicken. Yes, I am to get a chicken and test the winds in Minas Tirith. Now, I have done some interesting things on my long road from the Shire and Rivendell, but I don't think I've ever done anything like that with a chicken. So it will be interesting to complete this quest. Alright, so now I need to find a chicken. Well, I missed the chickens. I gotta keep looking for them. Yeah, that's the also right up there too. All right, so I think we're gonna need to actually go up to the third. I think we're gonna need to go up to the third, and that's going to be all the way over there. But I think what'll be faster is if I go ahead and just take the Stable Master to the third tier, which is the Craftsman's tier.
Gondor needs your aid.
There we go. And then we'll head over this way. Actually, let me go ahead and do something really quick. That's the new frame that I just picked up. Might be a little hard to see, but that's the Black Gate frame. Actually looks kind of nice. Lol, it's almost as funny as WoW's poop. Yes. Oh god, that was That was a bizarre quest. WoW's had some pretty interesting quests, I will admit. But I don't think there have been any as interesting as that one. Alright, so now I need to find a chicken around here. There we go. Oh, this is weird. Okay, I've got to go there? That means I have to go all the way up to the Citadel. I hope I can hold on to the chicken long enough. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. I should be able to, but it's going to be close. All right, so what do you guys think? You think the chicken will go up or down? Well, let's find out. You drop the chicken and it sails downward, squawking loudly, but it is slowed by an unmistakable updraft. And we'll go ahead and port back down to the first tier. Yeah, I know. Poor chicken, right? So we'll port back down and see if we can find out what happened to the poor chicken. The chicken appears somewhat windblown and disgruntled, but otherwise unhurt. Well, that's good to know. I'm glad the chicken is fine. And then we got to go back up to the soldier's tier.
Gondor needs your aid.
Well, I'm glad we were able to test the wind at Minas Tirith, and that the chicken survived. I am very grateful for that. I mean, that's a very important test. I mean, that's like Professor Mischief checking on every day to make sure gravity still works.
When the time comes to fight, we'll be ready.
The two soldiers listened to your account. Clearly I have won. We said that if it fell, the wager was mine, did we not? Grenadier pauses, shakes his head, and sighs. Bah, the girls can take the rules. You swore there was an updraft, old friend, and it's plain to see there was. Here, the wager is yours. Well, my friend, it's a good thing you did not jump off yourself, though that would have likely won me the bet, eh? Still, I thank you all the same.
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Another wager. Rot in the gut. Well, you are a good sport. I would share a drink with you if I had aught worth drinking. But alas, how was he drank the last of our rot gut? Uh-oh. Something tells me I'm not sure if I'm going to like this one.
The enemies of men approach. I hope you are prepared.
Do not listen to this scoundrel. First of all, it was he who drank the last of it. Well, never mind that. Rotgut is not for the likes of you. Well, I've never met anyone but us fisher folk of Ether who could stomach it. Uh-oh. This does not sound good.
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
Towers, you do grievous wrong to our hunter friend, a seasoned adventurer who could clearly stomach rotgut, even if most could not. Why, I dare say we are in disagreement once again. Let us wager on it, and perhaps I can win me gold back. My friend, find me what I need and I will make you some rotgut. Good luck would have it, you can find all the ingredients in this very tier, so I expect your trip will be swift. First, I'll need dregs from ale, which you might find at the Splintered Shield. Then, some hot ash from a brazier, and some healer's caustic, which is a powerful and pungent tincture used for closing wounds. Okay. So I guess now I'm to be making rotgut. Alright, there's some brazier ash. I need one more. There's that. There's the ash. Now, over here is either the dregs or the healer's caustic. Ah, the healer's caustic is over here. And now we go to the other side of the zone and pick up some ale. And it looks like we're about ready to get an ad that I cannot skip. So I will head over to the ale while I'm riding my hobby horse. And I will see you wonderful people on the flip. Welcome back, everybody. We're still heading over to pick up some of the Drail eggs so that I can try some rotgut. There we go, we're almost there. Almost at the splintered shield. Is right over here on the right-hand side, I think. There we go. Got all the ale dregs that I needed. So now I get to try rotgut. Yay. And now we get to ride all the way back to the other side of the zone. Oh, yes. At least we're almost there.
Is this your first time in Minas Tirith? Shame you couldn't see it in better days.
This will do the trick. Now, mind you, the ashes here are not quite what they were in Ethelia. Never mind the difference in the ale dregs, but it will have to do. Yes, it will have to do. There, now it's made. Go on, have a taste. Here goes nothing. The rotgut burns and roils within you, bringing tears to your eyes and making you stagger. Well, where are you?
When the time comes to fight, we'll be ready.
Well, the hunter can drink some rotgut and stay standing, perhaps. But one step, and down you'll go. Let us put you to the test. Walk over to that left archer Tap him on the shoulder and tell him he's aiming well. And over on my right, walk between the last two ranks of men there, and last, climb up there that barrel and give us a wave. Do all that, and I can confess you can hold your rotgut after all. You manage to find the archer's shoulder and say something to him about his aim. You manage to brush up only against a few shoulders as you stagger between the lined up men. And this is where Tannis asked you to wave. You give Gradir and Tanris a wave.
We can only hope that the Rohirrim will arrive before it's too late.
Ah, the hunter has done it, Tanris. This time the wager is mine. I might go back, thank ye. You're welcome back for a drink with us any time. And do not worry, the rotgut will wear off soon. And the headache that follows will be fleeting, though quite strong. And at least that's the end of their quests. Alright, so I need to go up to the Sage's tier. You can hear me in the background. I'm having a wonderful time right now after drinking that rotgut.
How may I help you, friend?
There are a couple other opportunistic thieves I need to find, but I'm going to take a quick second and step away for a little bit while I'm waiting for my hangover to pass. So I will be right back. Thank you for your indulgence. I had to take care of Barkley. He needed a little treat because he's been a very good puppy dog. So I had to take care of him real quick. So let's see. We need to head over here. Ah, there's one of those opportunistic thieves.
We won't let our city fall.
These people are never coming back. What do you need their stuff for? I'm sorry, just let me live. We'll go ahead and head back to the other side. Oh, I gotta actually go down. I gotta get to the players tier and the craftsman's tier. Okay.
Gondor needs your aid.
There's a suspicious character.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
Oh, why are you bothering with such petty crimes as this? The enemies of men, they're even closer. Yeah, there you go. And then the last one is down on the craftsman's tier. I'm going the right way. There he is.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Oh, if you don't tell me when I was here, I'll give you a take of the goods, eh? Yeah, you better stop. And we'll go ahead and port back down.
City used to be so full of life, I wouldn't have heard you coming. Now, well, the quiet speaks for itself.
Though the future of our city may not look so bright, I will not see its dignity fall. Not before its walls do, at least. Thank you. There's a lot of quests there. I haven't even seen the city post-combat. Yeah, there's... I might be here... If I really, really want to go ahead and spend time in Minas Tirith, this is one of the end zones, I do believe, for this level group. I could spend much more time in here. I'm probably going to finish up this stream and then start working on the main storyline content again, and then start heading on to the battle. But I like Minas Tirith. I think it sets up a lot of the story, and it makes sense, some of the things that you actually do here before the Battle of Pelenor Fields and so forth. And so I wanted to go ahead and spend some time here. I need to complete a long siege, but let's go back to Bergil. Let's go ahead and go back and talk to Bergil real quick, because there are actually a couple of other quests that he had that I actually enjoyed doing, so... What fun we had strolling about. We'll not let that last grim turn spoil my enjoyment of the day, and I hope you won't either. Still, it would be hard not going up to any of the upper circles. I would take others to find some way out of this. Or around it, if I can.
Why, hello there.
The secret passage. Now that I think of it, there may be a way around the second circle, but... No, we must try, and with your help, maybe, just maybe it can be done. You see, I have heard that within the city's cisterns you might climb right up to the fourth circle, which is just where we wish to go. Only, we'd never be allowed through the clean waters, not by ourselves, not whenever we pleased. But there is a hidden entrance, though, by the White's Fellow Hall that is seldom used, and as it should happen, one of the keys for it was lost just last week. I know because I heard Master Kerathon cursing at the lad who lost it. If it could be found, if you could find it, why then we'd be one step closer to that secret passage, wouldn't we? So I now need to find 6 keys. All over here. Alright, where are those keys? There we go. Is that possibly a lost key? How about here? Is there a lost key here? Ah, what about over here? How about right here? Or maybe over here. I missed the last place. But I think I actually have a quest to turn in over there too, so we'll go ahead and do that real quick. No? Oh, I just met him. Okay. Alright, so let's head back and talk to Bergil again. Tell him what I found. Ah, I knew you would find it. While you've been searching, I've spoken with the others, and Gelwin and Glatham have asked if they can come along. Would you lead the three of us into the cisterns? Perhaps you should speak to Gelwin first. Alright, I'll talk to Gelwin. So you are Shanchandra. It is a pleasure to meet you. Bergil has told us of your adventure together and his plan. The others all think that the secret walker lives in the cisterns and are afraid to set foot inside. Now, I think they are wrong, and that the secret walker is nothing but a story made to scare little girls and boys. In addition, I wish more than anything to see inside the cisterns. I imagine they must be wondrous and beautiful. Therefore, my brother and I wish to go with you. If you agree, then let us meet within the door. All right. So we're going to head into the cisterns. This is going to be fun. Me with 3 little kids. I went the wrong way. This time, though, I am going to get buffed up. Bergil, Gelwin, and Glatham arrive nearly on your heels. Alright, so I need to talk to Bergil. Oh no, I need to talk to Gelwin. Okay.
Are you here to help?
Oh, now that I am here, my doubts seem larger and my certainly smaller than it did before. But I shall be brave. So long as you lead the way before us. You are the grown adventurer. We are but children after all. So now I need to search for a way up. How about there? Morgul warrior. Orc saboteur. That's not good. Alright, well, obviously not this way. Guess we'll go this way. Ah, you see, that one is bugged, which is why he's like that. But I keep... There we go. Company. Shadowy Wraith. I'll take those 3 tattered shadows, thank you very much. Bergil tracker. Found the way up to the fourth circle.
Why is it so dark all the time?
See, Gratham? The secret walker didn't appear and the passage did go through. And look, do you see where we are? The finding place is very near. What fortune! We must go over to it at once. Come, you will see for yourself. Investigate the finding place.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Sabotage in the Cisterns. What brings you to the end of Wellman's Way? I myself am here to see some of the maintenance of Minas Tirith's underworkings. The Cisterns run throughout much of the city, bringing fresh water from Mount Mindel and all the buildings, from the Call of the Kings to the Keep of the Keys. Many of my workers have traded the Cisterns for the wall and now work to defend the city. You blame them? On my weekly inspection of the Cisterns, I've come to find this main drainage valve completely broken. It was in perfect order last week. I highly suspect sabotage, but who in the city would do such a thing? I can use your help, as various parts of the valve are missing, and I think they may be somewhere within the Cisterns. It's a vast cavern and series of tunnels, and a good place to hide something. If I don't fix this valve soon, the lower Cisterns could flood. Well, I'll head back into there real quick, and he also has another quest for me.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
Could those who sabotaged the valve actually be from outside the city? Most think there's no way into and out of the city right now with the front gate being heavily guarded, but I know this is false. There are a few cisterns that can take one out of the city. Guards are posted on the lower cisterns at the base of the city, but none are posted at the entrances from the mountain. Good orcs have scaled Mount Mindelen and snuck in the northern cistern entrance. I shudder at the thought. Either way, if saboteurs are still hiding nearby in the cisterns, they must be apprehended or dealt with in some manner. I'll leave that to you, my good hunter. And he's got another quest. Oh my god, 3 more. We'll go ahead and pick them up real quick.
We won't let our city fall.
Upon my last walk through the cisterns, I noticed some strange piles of muck. Some of the mountainous cave lizards have ventured into cisterns recently, and I believe they may be causing a mess in there. If you're already going into the cisterns, perhaps you would be so inclined as to clean up some of this filth? Well, put me at ease to not getting any of this muck into the city's drinking supply. Okay. The scaled problem.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Mount Mindelen has many high mountain caves and crevices, where these caves link up to the higher cisterns. Every once in a while, some of the Mindelen cave lizards will find their way into the cisterns. Lately, however, more and more lizards keep getting into the tunnels, and there's something driving them into the caverns. If you ask me, something must be done about these pests. You can disperse them by getting rid of their nests. Oh, and watch out for old Stonetail. She's been living in a cistern since I was a child. Most cistern workers don't mess with her, but you're an ample warrior. Perhaps you'll be the one to finally drive old Stonetail away for good.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
I do not know if you've been to any of Minas Tirith's food stores as of late, but just one look at them and you will see that they will not feed the city for a long war. Nearby farms are now burnt by the enemy or inaccessible. And now look at me, I sound like a doomsayer. Never mind all the talk of gloom. Sometimes you can find hope in the most unlikely of places. There is a particular tasty white mushroom that usually only grows within the caves of Mount Mindalen. Now they grow in the cisterns. It's like the cave lizards may have helped spread the mushrooms from the caves high above us to the cisterns. Well, perhaps they've done us some good after all. The mushroom has been growing so well in the cisterns that I believe we can start harvesting it. Would you be kind enough to pick up some while you're in the tunnels? I will be heading back in there in a few moments. But right now, we need to go to the finding place. There it is. Reaching your hand into the crevice, you discover a letter. What is this? Bergil takes the letter and examines it. Oh, by Queen Berthil's cats! It's a letter Landeth was meant to deliver. We must have lost it. How did it end up here? Well, that's the wonder of the finding place. Never mind that. Let's go tell the others we have found a way up and get Landeth his letter. Maybe there's even still time for him to deliver it. Now I'll head back into the cisterns. If I can remember how to get back there. I think it's over this way. Yep, there it is. What's all this? Oh, I know why. Because I don't have this doing gather anymore. There we go. I was doing some stuff with my cook, and I had to take stuff out of my supply, and I didn't want it to go back in there, so. See, item level 196. Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay. So I need to do a bunch of stuff in here. Company. Shadowy Wraith. Here's one of the mushrooms I need to collect. And there's some of the muck to clean. And there's two of the lizard nests I need to destroy. There we go. Get another mushroom. Couple more lizard nests. Actually, I think I did pick up a sixth. I think I did pick up 3 more tattered shadows. But I forgot to mark on. There we go. And there's the valve gear that I need. And some more muck to clean up. Can't go in there. Alright, so let's head back. There's the last orc saboteur that I need, so that quest is completed. Here's another mushroom. There's the valve rod. Come on, give me the valve rod. Thank you. Oh, he's immune. Yeah, there we go. Okay. He was kind of stuck. That sometimes happens. The mobs sometimes get stuck. Excuse me. Don't need a shield. Don't need that. Okay. Company. Three more tattered shadows. More mushrooms. Well, I seem to be stuck in... thought I was stuck in combat mode for a second there, but I guess I'm okay now. Clean up some muck. Ah, there's old Stonetail. And that's the end of old Stonetail. Grab some mushrooms. And there's another door to Minas Tirith, which we will ignore for now. More mushrooms. And that should be the last mushroom. Yep. Okay, that finishes this area. There's another nest. There's the valve chain that's needed. So now I just need 2 more piles of muck and 1 more nest, and we are done. Mournful. Back off. Nine tattered shadows. All right. And that is all of the quests need to be done underneath. So we are going to immediately port out from here. Yes, I am still on Angmar, Billy. Good seeing you, by the way. How you doing, my friend? I am definitely having fun on the Angmar server, let me tell you. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, sell all. Sage's tier, I do believe.
How may I help you, friend?
Actually, I need to go back down one level and around. And we'll go ahead and turn in all of these quests to Rathan. And that will definitely help the Keeper of the Cisterns feel much better about things. Finding the saboteurs.
Won't let our city fall.
Orcs were trying to sabotage the lesser drainage gates in the cisterns. I assume you dealt with them reasonably. Not only do I not have enough men to maintain the cisterns, but now a small band of invaders bide their time underneath the city. This is a most unfortunate day. Next quest, mucking around. That was to take care of all the muck that I found down there.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Once again, I thank you for your assistance. The cisterns were not always like this, you know. Beasts did not wander freely underneath the city. Hopefully we can work together to return the tunnels to just the sound of running water. Sabotage in the cisterns.
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
You found the missing parts of the valve? Good, good. And you say some goblins were lurking about in there. This is indeed dreadful news. I shall alert the city guard to this development. Right now, we must fix this master valve so the lower circle does not flood. See, that quest is called Sabotage in the Cisterns.
Mordor will regret challenging the walls of Minas Tirith.
Great work. One crisis averted, but another remains. Continued threats and enemies still lurk in the cisterns. And unless the tunnels are clear of danger, I won't be able to go into the cisterns anytime soon. The scaled problem. That was taking care of the lizards.
We won't let our city fall.
Well, cannot believe it. Old Stonetail finally took off with the tail between her legs. I never thought I would see the day. Perhaps now we can get the cave lizard population in the cisterns under control. And the last quest?
Every minute feels like hours. We can only prepare so much.
What a harvest! Great work! I had already let the foodmonger's fellow hall know about the mushrooms. They set up a collection box in front of their guild hall. You'd kindly take the mushrooms there. The guild will dry them and prepare them for the food stores. All the way there on the first tier. I get burnt out sometimes too. I basically was using my time playing EverQuest Legends to kind of help recover me from LOTRO burnout. So I fully understand exactly what you're talking about. Even, you can get burnt out on good things every now and then. And if you need to take a break, then take a break. Got my mini to 73 or 74 and burned out. Yeah, I can understand that. That was about Rohan, wasn't it? There were a lot of people that had to kind of force their way through to Rohan. It's not really one of the well-liked expansion packs in the LOTRO series. Personally, I like it. I don't like the mounted combat, but that's one reason why I played a Hunters. I actually went through Rohan and was able to do most of it sans Warhorse, and only did what I absolutely needed to do. So I don't blame you for getting burnt out at all. There's the rations chest right there. And there we go. That gave me a tracer, which we can go ahead and turn off. And I do believe at this point, ladies and gentlemen, looking at the old ticker on the wall, it's time for me to get dinner going here and take care of my partner. So I would like to thank everyone for joining me today. I think we had a great time. We accomplished a lot in Minas Tirith today. And I'd like to thank you all for joining me. Let me go ahead real quick, pop on here, and see who else is doing Lord of the Rings Online. And I will allow you guys to enjoy your adventures more. Looks like Mama Panic is doing it. She is back in Gloomentarn. So, featuring See You Tiger 31. Yes, come in and say hi. She's got a followers goal. She's got a couple of people with her. So we're going to go ahead and join Mama Panic. I've been following her for a little while. So, again, I would like to thank everyone for joining me. My next stream will be this Wednesday. Please take care, everybody. Be safe. And I will see you all very, very soon.